This video is brought to you by Exfoliage, which means we have to talk about a essential oil used for a condition. This is on pneumonia and criminal solicitation. Pneumonia is an illness characterized by lung inflammation. The lungs are infected by a bacteria, fungus, or a virus. The result is a cough, chest pain, difficulty breathing, fever, shaking, chills, headache, muscle pain, fatigue. Pneumonia is a special concern for young children and for individuals over 65. Pneumonia ranges in seriousness from mid to life-threatening. The oils that we recommend is Thieves, putting on your feet, it says. RC, which is a blend, okay? It's a blend of eucalyptus, myrtle, marjoram, pine, lavender, cypress, spruce, and black pepper. We have cinnamon, oregano. Raven is also a blend. This says put that on your back and on your feet. Eucalyptus radia, melaleuca, tangerine, frankincense, lavender, lemon, and myrrh. Criminal solicitation is Pennsylvania statute number 902. A person is guilty of solicitation to commit a crime if, with the intent of promoting or facilitating its commission, he commands, encourages, or requests another person to engage in specific conduct which would constitute such crime, or an attempt to commit such crime, or which would establish his complicity in its commission or attempted commission. Section B, renunciation. It is a defense that the actor, after soliciting another person to commit a crime, persuaded him not to do so or otherwise prevented the commission of the crime under the circumstances, manifesting a complete and voluntary renunciation of his criminal intent. And from the Bible, I was just going to read from my website, which is where science meets religion.blogspot.com. This is just some tips, okay? Isaiah 1:17. Your duty is to relieve the oppressed, restore judges and counsel. Ezekiel 22:30. I sought for a man among them that should make up the hedge and stand in the gap before me for the land, that I should not destroy it, but I found none. Psalm 77:12. I will meditate of all thy work and talk of thy doings. 2 Corinthians 8:4. Fellowship of the ministering to the saints. Amos 5:15. Establish justice in the gate. Jude 1:3. Earnestly contend for the faith which was delivered to the saints. Psalms 105:22. Teach the senators wisdom. Psalms 99:4. Establish justice and equity. Execute judgment. Psalms 107:2. Let the redeemed of the earth say so. Psalms 105:4. He redeemed me from the hand of the enemy. Seek the Lord. Seek his face forevermore. Micah 6:8. Do justly. Love mercy. Walk humbly with thy God. Deuteronomy 18, lines 6 and 7. If a Levite come from any of thy gates out of all of Israel where he sojourned, and come with all desire of his mind into the place where the Lord shall choose, then he shall minister in the name of the Lord his God, and all his brethren, as all his brethren the Levites do, which stand there before the Lord. 2 Peter. Add virtue to knowledge, and to temperance, to patience, godliness, brotherly kindness, and charity. Psalms 100:4. Enter into the gate with thanksgiving and praise. Luke 10:5. When you go there first, say peace be to this house. Matthew 24:45. Is a faithful and wise servant that gives the meat doctrine. Proverbs 23:9. Be shrewd. Psalms 37:7. Forsake wrath. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently. Galatians 4:4, Mary was under the law. Leviticus 2:14, if thou offer thy meat offering of the first fruits unto the Lord, thou shalt offer for the meat offering of the first fruits green ears of corn dried by the fire, even corn beaten out of full ears. Luke 1:6, they were both righteous before God. That's probably talking about Elizabeth and John, well, Zechariah, who had the baby, John the Baptist's dad. They were both righteous before God, walking in the commandments and ordinances of the Lord blameless. Malachi 3:14, ye have said it's vain to serve God, and what profit is it that we have kept his ordinances and that we have walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts? Just read that whole thing. Jim Crow laws says were state and local laws that enforced racial segregation in the South. And a message from the Book of Mormon 9:6, Moroni 9:6, and now my beloved son, notwithstanding their hardness, let us labor diligently, for if we cease to labor, we should be brought under condemnation, for we have a labor to perform whilst in this tabernacle of clay, that we may conquer the enemy of all righteousness, and rest our souls in the kingdom of God.